Alrighty, we're live. Coding today. I want to play Final Fantasy later, just I have a migraine right now. And yeah. I also need to get some work done. I have not been coding much the last few months. Anyway, in between the devlogs, commit history exists, but main thing I've done is I've taken the XNA game class, made it XNA game thread, iGame thread, yeah, and I've taken the big chunky game class and broken it down, so I'm breaking it down to bits. Like we have the properties here, we have the constructor, I call it constructors, but just constructor here, and we have all the override stuff, so instead of it being one giant class, I just broke it up into 3 smaller partials, and I renamed the modules to actions. We have sorting on them now. My finger is wet, and I made my wheel wet. Water on my finger, and I'm scrolling. Scroll wheel is wet. There's only a problem because my finger is slipping on the wheel. So yes, we have thread sorting now. If I just pull this up here, we have iThread action, which is a base. So the base thing just defines the base priorities and stuff. It's just simple priority sorting. What this is for is, so for example, when I get to it, like initializing the graphics device and stuff, we can actually take this, put it in here, and we can just say, this depends on this depends on this. Like, when it comes to like the, not that, but when we come to like the camera loading depends on sprite patch. Graphics device. Yeah, just did that. Also, what I've also done, if I look at the registers, if I find it, where is it? Where did my monogame register go? R is above S. Okay, so yeah, I also keyed the services, so if we wanted to override them, we can. So like now, if a plugin loads and replaces, like if a plugin adds a graphics device and it specifically overrides this one, it would completely override the thing. Same with this one here. So like this gets the main game thread. So if I just go into program.cs, I just do give me 2 seconds. There and there. Okay, so let's just write this here and then this. Yeah, let me just inject this real quick just to show. Okay, now if we were to do this, I could get it working. That needs to be. Hold up. Let me look at the. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Aha. There we go. And we do this. Just get rid of that line there. So if I override so if this register here will override the main game class. So if I was to run this and turn my display capture on so you guys can see. Pardon my throat. Just give it a second to build. What I'm getting at here is we can actually just full on replace it without needing to do anything. That's of course taking into the fact that I have not sorted the registers yet, so that might not actually work, but yeah, okay, hold on, that's not gonna work. Hold on, I need to make this go. How do I fix? I need to add the registrar. I need to add registrar sorting too next. I just realized that'll be getting done today. I'm working on the core, but hang on. Hang on, dirty fix. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's my engine container? Here. I can dirty fix this. Maybe not like that. Anyway, point is, if I could register, I gotta, like I said, I gotta work on this. Ah, here we go. There we go. Let's do that because test class will go below thing. We're again going to need better things, but I want to get the dependency and priority sorting thing like we had in the mono game class on this, but for now this will work because this will put mono game before test class. Anyway. Yeah. Yes, we need to refactor the core. For multiple reasons, one of which being that yes, there we go. As you can see, instead of popping up the game, my point stands though. Sorry about the little bit of yeah, so instead of rendering the game, like instead of going into the XNA game here, like so this would define first. As long as we define the main game thread as this, we can as long as we use the same key, we can completely override things. So, like this didn't even try to run the game, just ran hello world, goodbye world. If I, did that, it's going to pop the game up, probably. Not sure, haven't tested it. I really wasn't playing with the keys that much, but yes, we're going to be doing a bit of core refactoring of the game thread and the engine container, so apologies to the people who do not like nitty-gritty deep dive core shenanigans, but yes. Actually, yes, see, it's still overriding it. However, if I was to get keyed, to do that, that would get the game. So yes, we can do a combination of things now. So yes, I have improved the container a bit. Need to still improve it a little bit more. As we saw. But yeah, we can do key too, so like if I wanted to have two main threads, but anyway, let me just undo all this because that was just test code. Also, my food will be done in like 10 minutes or so I will be going to get that. But yeah, anyway, you get the point notwithstanding. I just also undo the changes. Container, because I'm not ready to mess with that yet. I want to finish messing with my yeah, we're going to be doing refactoring because we have stuff. We have new toys that I need to implement properly. Anyway. Let me add a... Okay, let's... Folder... Let's add new item. That's going to loop as soon as my thing just twice. I'm just gonna copy that. Okay, anyway, we're gonna do that, and I'm actually gonna name that to a .cs file. I forgot the extension. Yes, I'm sure. Can we please not? Also, can we please have IntelliSense? Thank you. Public. Static class. Constructor. Okay, so we're just defining constants here. Public const. Int none equals 0. So I just need this. We're gonna go one by one. First things first, we need to implement this in the constructor. Like this code here needs to go into its own thing. This thing should just be an extendable thing with like actions, registers. We should not be touching this. Other than like doing the dependency injection and defining the loops and stuff, all of our code should be going into stuff. So I'm going to make some lines here. And do for each. Structure action in this, structure actions, action. Do we even have anything in this? We'll just do that. We'll quickly pull this up. Do that. That will be an XerShade game, XerShade framework game. This should still work. Okay, so now we have to move these to their own things. So it's a big priority. Does it do ascending? I think it does ascending. Yeah, you know what? We'll do graphics device -1. Okay, hang on. Let me just do this. Let's go here. So we're gonna go here. Pop this down a line. We're gonna do graphics. Do that. Implement. Actually, also we'll do this too. Okay, so do public int priority equals actions. Action priority. I just defined it. Where is it? Why is that not compiling? Go. Now for the love. Using I am right now. Client mono threads actions constants. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do just none for now. I'm going to define graphics device first. We're gonna do this a little weird, but public const int okay, so we want graphics device to be that -1. Normally I would be going up from 0, but we're going to go under because we want graphics device has to go first. So whatever our lowest priority is, the graphics device has to be that, and it has to be after none because none has to be defined first. So, and let's do this now. Let's just rename to graphics device. I do caps constants, by the way, so yay, and then and let me just implement this real quick. Just implement this real quick. Graphics device doesn't depend on anything. No others. It's the first service that should go and configure, so it should definitely not. Why is that not? Oh, because I'm missing that. Okay. And I'm gonna move these actually up top. I'm gonna make it a habit to put these up top just so we can see them quickly. Anyway, my food smells done, so I will be right back real quick. apologies for that. My food is done in. So that should be the graphics device done. I should actually code. This, which means we can actually get rid of some. Anyway, now actually move this here. So move this. How was that? Oh, this here. We'll just copy this. Copy this, get rid of that. And actually, game, that's not going to matter. Okay, so anyway, that should be the graphics choice. Done, and then yes, that's going to complain. And yeah, we're going to take those out there. UI initialize action, implement interface. And we'll literally do the same thing here. Function. That in there. That also bring that to game. And then our overrides, we just have to come in here and get rid of that. I'm gonna move this down here real quick. Okay, so we need to deal with the window thing too. Real quick. Yes, still there. I think it's about time for a ascension on that. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, I need the Windows service. Let's do that too. Over here, Windows service. Get rid of this. Means in the overrides and get rid of overrides with that. And in the Windows service here, we just come here and we implement initialize actions, interface. What I'm not going to do is I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to copy these here. I'm going to do a little bit of shenaniganery here. I will change this thing in a second. What we're going to do here is we're going to define that. So I want the Windows service to go after. So I want the window and graphics device services to go first, but I want this to go after the graphics device because the graphics device has to create the window So we don't want to create the window. We don't want to create the window until after the graphics device is created. So that should work. But I need to obviously work on like the last couple of things in these existing things. But this should work now. I just run this. It should have worked. Why did it not work? Registrar, where's the registrar? I know what the problem is. I need to add... I know what the problem is. It's because we're combining multiple things. Okay. Yes, this here. Organize my code a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we need to add as implemented interfaces because I want to keep these here defined so I know what they are, but I need to define them so they get loaded in. Didn't actually, it wasn't reading them as constructors or initializer actions because, yeah, it wasn't in the DI container. It was working. Why are we not? I mean, this has to be caught before the on-draw functions. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, that's getting cold. Why are we not? Hang on. I'm going to, at the sake of it being something stupid, I'm going to do something. Also, I should probably have been doing this anyway. This feels like it's RP related matter anyway. Just get rid of those. That back. This will take my base service. Ah, that's gonna be a problem. I need to split these. I need to. Okay, hold on. I need to undo literally everything we've done so far today, at least on these two classes. Actually, these ones here I can do this too. Yes. Yes. I figured out the problem. device manager. Let's do create device manager. Okay, I will explain what the problem was in like 2 seconds. Windows Phone is fixing this. No, it can't. Actually, no. Oh, it's doing that because I need to add that. It's doing that. I was like, why is it doing that? That should not be a thing. That mess is sorted. I need another class. Add new item. Windows service actions. Okay, hang on. Let's do this properly. So we need find Windows service. Or it's an initialize action. That. Instance real quick. And I need this here. Okay, so I need protected read only. My Windows service. Windows service. Windows service. Paste those in. So this is to depend on type of graphics device service actions. I need to do override. Okay, you know what? Plan B. Right click, implement. There we go. Okay. I do this. Windows service. Window. Alright. Then we just need to tag these in our thing, and that should work. So the problem was before. I find my registrar ready to go. The problem was before is it was registering graphics device and Windows service as two different things. So the sprite batch would be getting a different thing. Like the one in the constructors would be going different. Single instance of these. These do not inherit anything else. These are just things for managing the service. A single responsibility principle, people. But anyway. Builder.register type. Graphics device service actions and as interfaces. I will key that later. I don't really care right now. I will key it in a second. I will just have to get it working. Okay, so now let's just go boop, 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 boop. So the way I do these registrars now, by the way, is I do the registering and the line and the lifetime. So let's actually got key. Let's add the keyed. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with that. How would I go about doing that? I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Problem to be solved later. I need to deal with these as implemented interfaces properly. Like screen manager services going to need to be the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix those at some point. Anyway, if we run this now, it should work. Yeah, basically, there was a single instance of the graphics device service that was in well, there were 3 instances actually. There was initialized constructor and the base service. So, lesson learned: single responsibility principle exists for a reason. Each class should do one thing, and that rule exists for a reason. We're still not. Why is that not working? Let me check the Windows service. Windows service. Yeah, it's getting the window. Well, it's working fine. Yeah, it's calling begin. What the? Did I mess up the constructor injector? No, it seems to be working. Wait, why is Screen Manager service there? Where's my window manager service? Oh, window manager doesn't have. Okay. Oh, screen man. Oh, oh. Hang on, I think I know what might be the problem here. Where is it? Service. You know why we have these. Oh. Yeah, that would be a problem. Well, that doesn't explain it. That's still going after. Why is it? Confusement is at large. Yes, I know I said confusement. Oh, I wasn't done here. Okay, let me just do this. I need to do some inspection. Let me do this. Debugging time. I never actually implemented this stuff, so I don't even know if this works. Why wouldn't? In theory, it should. Okay, hang on. Let me just. Okay, so. Camera screen graphics. Window, camera screen. Okay, so those are not sorted yet, but if I continue. These ones should be sorted now. Yeah, that's sorting. That's sorting correctly. Camera and screen are just. Okay, that works. There's only one drawer. Why is it not? Did I foobar the registrar? No, it was working before. Yeah, as I sprayed by service. I think I'm gonna need to maybe. Not sure what's going on here. This is not the problem. Whatever reason, on the test screen, we're not getting the right sprite now. We were before I changed the code. Did I mess this up? No. Yeah, that's literally the same code we had. Where's the graphics device not anymore? Sprite batch is the problem. sprite patch is the problem. Okay, let me just do this then. Doesn't want to use the using statement because it's a static class. I'm going to make these services. Oh, hang on. I'm not done with that yet. Hang on, I'm not. Where's that class? Oh, I'm not done with that yet. Oh, I wrote that. Very quick. Action. Oh. Slight problem. Okay, slight problem. We're not going to do that yet. I just realized I need to add some pre-draw and post-draw calls and stuff, so we'll expand that later. I will expand the system later. So basically what I need to do here is I need to add pre and post for all these actions up top. You connect, like, flag and inject with, so like these here, the graphics device should that and then that. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I just want to get this working. If it doesn't work, I'll just git revert it and deal with it later, but I don't know. Devlogs. This is literally all we do with the devlogs. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll go through and fix it later. But yeah, why is it not? Begin called as false. Why is it false? It has to be. Unless I did something wrong. I don't think I did. All my code looks fine. Okay, this should be begin called true. Yeah, begin called true. Hold on. Where did I define that? It's in the it's here. Hang on, I'm going to do something is funky going on here. That's using that grid. A58. Okay, so if I press that. A58. Oh. Hang on, I need to check. 6C3B7. I lost that. Can we step back? Yep. We're not. The problem is something's the frickin' begin call isn't persisting. I don't understand why. Let me grab the GUID of the sprite back. Let me grab all these GUIDs. 1 second. Okay, probably can't see this, but anyway. Good. I might have to just go through. B3B, okay, that's persisting. 98, 98. I'm just gonna copy all these GUIDs. I'm not remember them. So in order, it's device manager, graphics device, sprite batch. 0 of a DCC. Okay, so we called .begin. I have checked. Right batch. Right batch. Are you? Non-public members. Begin called has been true. When I step into the next thing, it's going to error. Why are we erroring? Okay, first things first. Let's make sure the GUIDs match. GUID does indeed match. Why is there... Screen Manager service, maybe? That's the GUID. And if I just check all of these... A, B, 980, 5, yeah, those are all right, so we're not having an instancing problem. Get rid of that GUID code because we don't need it anymore. The GUID code was just so I could identify the instances, because if we were having an instance mismatch, I needed it. We're not having an instance mismatch, so what's the problem? Somewhere between, because it should go straight into this. Like after it calls begin, it should go straight into this. I mean, yeah, when it gets into this, it's not. Third point clamps. It's called. Why is it uncalling begin? I have no idea. Okay, so kind of sort of work. I need to figure out what's the confunction is there, but I don't really want to debug this right now. It really hurts. Where is my frickin' mono game? Yeah, that's literally all I moved. I literally just moved that to that, and then those into a thing. This should all be getting called in the right order still. I don't understand why. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream for now. We have hit a roadblock. I'm just going to get. Hang on, let me just make sure if I get revert. If I get revert this. Why are we not letting me discard? Now, let me just revert this. I'm probably going to do some more core refactoring, but yeah. Just wanted to do a thing just to show off some of the stuff I've been doing recently. Because what I've been thinking is breaking some of the... Yeah, it works fine now. And like, literally all I did was move the code. Like, I moved the code out of the game class into a subclass, but those subclasses were called before... Code execution order didn't change. I don't know, I'll look into something else maybe, because... So, like, these constructor actions and stuff would be nice, but it's like this stuff here, I need to add the ability to override. I need to plan that out, because my idea literally went up in smoke. It's like this here, we're gonna need different calls. Like, eventually when I add the UI, we're gonna need to do this. But, like, call UI draw actions or something, because the UI, okay, so the way this camera works is the transform matrix here, we want matrix.identity on the UI, because we don't want, so when the camera moves away from 0, 0, we don't want the UI following. We don't want the camera to leave the UI behind. So yeah, some things need to be, yeah, dealt with that way, but anyway. I'm going to just call this a stream because, yeah, my whole plan for today just went up in smoke. I need to go plan my code out better and stuff. I want to get this stuff sorted before we get deep into like the actual game code. It seems like I'm doing a lot of stuff before I need it, but I'm gonna have to come back and rewrite all of this anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed. Sorry, it was mostly a debugging and things blowing up stream, but my head hurts. I have to go redesign a whole game for now because for some reason that didn't work. I need to do flags or something. Main thing I need to do is I need to improve the stupid game container. Like this autofact thing, what I might need to do is I might need to separate things separately, so like... So yeah, so like when we have the camera, for example. Where is my camera service hiding? In the client folder. Client side code break. So yeah, like on this, we want this. Like the services, I want the services to hold instances, and then we need to be able to inject logic into it. So like this here needs to be called after the graphics device, because this needs the graphics device in the window. No, that wouldn't matter anyway. They were both at -1, so even if it wasn't ordered properly, I don't... Yeah, my brain hurts. I need to sort this out. I need to just clean up, organize, refactor stuff. I don't know. Might be a commit history coming. I will see about doing another devlog and stuff, but anyway. Stream was a bit of a bust, but we had some fun doing stuff. That's the whole point of fun of devlogs. Anyway, hope everyone enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. I am going to go lie down. My head hurts, and I need to replan everything.